It has been nearly 3 weeks since 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was kidnapped from her Tucson home, and still no suspects have been identified. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is live outside of Nancy Guthrie's home with the very latest on this investigation. Gabby?
Well, Caribe, a lot of this investigation is now happening behind the scenes. We know hundreds of detectives and FBI agents are working the case, canvassing neighborhoods and businesses, trying to find anything that will lead them to Nancy or a suspect. Hope for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie's safe return is strengthening as a tribute of yellow flowers and ribbons continues to grow in her Catalina Foothills neighborhood. It's been almost 3 weeks since Nancy was kidnapped from her home in the middle of the night on February 1st. There have been no signs of Nancy, which leaves retired Phoenix Police Commander Jeffrey Hines with a grim outlook.
Unfortunately, with Nancy, the further out we go, the implications are there that it's a body recovery operation now.
But Hines is hopeful about DNA evidence in the case.
It gives me some hope that we're going to identify a suspect and have the ability to follow up on that investigatively.
The Pima County Sheriff says DNA evidence found inside of Nancy's home could belong to a suspect. That evidence is still being analyzed. Other DNA found on a glove about 2 miles from Nancy's home hasn't come back with any matches, but investigators are exploring genetic genealogy to connect it to possible family members.
It could be immediate and it could be weeks, depending on how far down into that data material they go.
We're also learning from NBC News that there is no evidence that Nancy is in Mexico, although investigators have been in touch with officials on both sides of the border since the very beginning of the case. Hines says it's natural for investigators to look in that direction.
They could and they will keep expanding those search parameters out and going to highway cameras, to cameras at service stations, truck stops.
As hope grows, so does the number of tips the sheriff and FBI receive every day.
They're not going to give up until they find out who did this and was part of this, and I'm here to assure you they will. I just wish it was sooner than later, but they will.
And the sheriff says this case will not go cold so long as people keep calling those tips in. So they're encouraging people to keep calling 1-800-CALL-FBI. And there are 2 rewards being offered in this case. They total over $200,000. Live in Tucson, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thanks.